Welcome to a world of laughs where humor knows no bounds. Enjoyed your stay? Subscribe, hit like, and keep the chuckles coming. Remember, laughter is timeless.
A wife feeling a bit frustrated turns to her husband and says, "Roger, just observe that couple living down the street, how wonderful they are. He's always holding her hand, giving her kisses, opening doors for her, treating her with so much affection. Why can't you do that? Are you out of your mind?" Roger responds, his eyebrows raised, "I barely know the woman." The maternity class is full of pregnant women with their husbands. The teacher advises ladies, "Please remember, moving and staying active is really good for you. Walking is superb as it fortifies the pelvic muscles and will facilitate a smoother childbirth. But do ensure you're walking in a comfortable pace, taking sufficient breaks, and preferably on a soft terrain like Agrassi Trail." The teacher goes on to say, and to the gentleman to remember this. Journey is something you both are experiencing together. Accompanying heron walks won't be harmful instead. Experiencing this together will be beneficial for both of you. The room suddenly falls into silence as the men contemplate this piece of advice. After a prolonged silence, a man sitting at the far end of the room hesitantly lifts his hand. The instructor acknowledges him. Yes, the man cautiously queries, "I was just pondering over it and wanted to ask, would it be all right if she carries a golf bag whilst we walk?" The church pastor asked if there was anyone in the crowd who wanted to share a story of gratitude for a prayer that was answered. A woman named Mary got up and walked to the front of the church. She said, "I have a story of thanks to share. 2 months ago, my husband, Frank, was in a terrible bike crash, and his scrotum was totally smashed. The agony he felt was unbearable, and the doctors were unsure if they could do anything for him. The men in the church whined and shifted in their seats, imagining the terrible pain Frank must have gone through. Frank couldn't hug me or our children." Mary continued, and every little movement brought him severe pain. "We prayed while the doctors did a complicated surgery. They managed to put together the broken pieces of Frank's scrotum and used wire to keep it in place, securing it with metal clips. Once more, the men in the crowd felt uncomfortable imagining a horrifying operation Frank had undergone. Now said her voice shaking, thanks to God. Frank is back from the hospital, and the doctors believe that in time his scrotum should fully heal. All the men in the room signed in relief. The pastor cautiously asked if there was anyone else who wanted to share. A man slowly stood up and walked to the front. He said, "I'm Frank." The entire church held their breath. "I just want to say to my wife that the correct word is sternum."